Hello? Hello? How do it's not working. I can't get to my stream. That was weird. All right. What's up, Peachowns? Welcome in. What's up, No Way? Welcome in. We're starting with a distortion because I set this thing up and a distortion already started before I could do anything. So that's what we're doing. Why am I lagging? Hopefully that was just like a quick thing because... Oh, no, it's not. Shoot. Hold up. Let me make sure I'm on the right Wi-Fi. I am. Well, hopefully it doesn't continue. We did... Let me check something really quick just in case. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I think we should be good. No way, thank you for the shiny luck. I just had to double check because last night our internet just like cut out for like 10 seconds. Like, I'm not even kidding, it was like 10 seconds. It just cut out and then came back. So I don't know if there was gonna be issues with that. What's up, Screamoo? Welcome in. How's Mew going? Still way over odds, still haven't gotten it. What's up, Mattis and Isaac and Mike Breaks? I am on Twitch too. I've always been, well, not always, but for a while now, I've been streaming both Twitch and YouTube. No, you can't have the Fortnite llama. All right, we're gonna do a distortion because one already started and I'm missing part of it, but it's fine because we're just going for the exclusive stuff. Just hoping that I don't miss out on the Sneasels because... Okay, there I was spawning. Because there was one time I was really late to a distortion and it just didn't spawn in the Magnemites for some reason. Nugget. Dude, the nuggets are massive in this game. Alright, no Alpha Sneasel. Dude, what's with all the items, like, clipping into the ground? They're, like, really hard to see. See, like, I keep... Oh, look, that one's not that hard to see. I'm just blind for that. Okay, that's a Sneasel. Just do a little... loop-de-loop. Oh, see, like, there's just, yeah, there's an invisible red shard there. Pretty neat. Oh, and see, and there's an item here. That's just, this one just because it's in the grass. The grass makes it harder to see unless you're farther away. This is why we fly up to check for the items. Ow. There's a couple over there. There's a bunch I'm missing. Oh my god. A lot of it's because of the grass, though. It's gonna be a lot of that in this area where we're just like not seeing items at first because they're in the grass. Oh, there's another one. I think this is probably the last one. What Pokemon do I want? I'm going for Alpha, Female, Sneasel, and Weavile. Trying to get all of the Alphas, and we're on the rare Distortion exclusive Pokemon. And, yeah. You're in the stream too? Nice. The Arceus phone should protect us from fall damage. Yeah, like the Rotom phone. How is it the phone that's given to you from God doesn't protect you like a literal just manufactured phone? P-Chown, thank you for the follow. Thank you for putting a smile on Thanos' face. I do appreciate it. All right. Switching over to the old Mew. Oh, sorry, I didn't answer your question about my Twitch name. It is not my YouTube name. I wish it was, but unfortunately, Twitch names are unique, and I can't get anything that's like remotely close to what my YouTube name is without it having like weird numbers and stuff in it. So, all right, let me open up my counter. You got an alpha from yesterday? Was it Magnemite? Yeah, I did get Magnemite yesterday. What's up, Mattis? I already said what's up, but then your messages got retracted. I don't know what you did there. All right. Let me open up my Bidoof counter. All right, let's do this. Should probably have my controller in the correct spot. I recorded a new battle video yesterday, so now we have like completely different frames than before. I definitely want to look into doing that painting thing. I don't think it's gonna happen for this hunt though, because it takes a lot to set up that. You have to like have like a full like master contest Pokemon. So I'd have to like train up a Pokemon, then have it win like every contest in both of these games. In order to get access to the painting. So, I don't know if that's worth, like, actually doing for this hunt. I mean, maybe. I wouldn't know what I'd do. I also would have to do a lot of research on how to, like, get a Pokemon that's good enough to win those contests. But it's definitely something I'm looking to like set up. Like that'd be something cool to do. Make me feel a lot better about shiny hunting in Emerald. I know I don't really feel bad about it, but I can't help but be like, man, every single Emerald shiny hunt I do goes extremely far over odds. So to have it be a little more random would probably be a nice thing. Actually, low-key, I wonder if there's some sort of save file online that you can download that gives you like a crazy good Pokemon for contests. Chips? I don't know what you mean by that. Because I could theorize, if someone has like a preset Pokemon for contests that win, I could just like load that save file onto one of my cartridges and then trade the Pokemon over. But at the same time, I think I'd rather just, like, train up a Pokemon. The thing I'm worried about is the berries. Like, having to grow berries is going to be annoying. And make not Poffins, Pokeblocks. That's just going to be annoying. You got you into shiny hunting the living decks and Let's Go. Will that be coming back? Yeah, it will be. If I finish Mew before, like, with a good amount of time to spare before Safari Week, I will probably stream Let's Go. And then maybe start my Milcery hunt. Because there's not really, like, a hunt I want to... Like, if let's say I were to get the shiny Mew today, or, like, tomorrow, or next week or something, I don't really have, like, a hunt that I want to do on stream that I, like, want to do before Safari Week, you know? Like, the next hunt I have planned is Milcery, and that's, like, not a big deal. I could start that. But I actually have to, because I have a catch combo going on my Let's Go Eevee. So if I want to double hunt Milcery, I have to finish that up, so... So yeah, Let's Go. I plan to finish Let's Go. It's just, there's a lot I have going on, and Let's Go is a little bit lower on my priority list. So it takes a while between episodes of Let's Go. Usually it's when I finish, like, a big hunt. Which I guess in this case would be Mew. I should check if it's, like, raining. It's supposed to storm for, like, literally 4 hours today. I'm not even kidding. Actually, I think it's 5 hours. You ended up binge watching the entire playlist, the Let's Go one? Yeah, I wish I could have made more progress sooner, but yeah, again, like, literally, I'll like, start hunting Let's Go, I'll get some shinies, be like, oh, we're making good progress, and then I'll start, like, one other shiny hunt that isn't Let's Go, and either I'll go insanely far over odds for it, and it'll take me a very long time to do, or I'll phase a bunch for it, and it'll take me a very long time to do. Or, it's just, like... I'm just doing other... Like, I still have my Mark challenge I gotta do. I still have my Pokeball only challenge I gotta finish up. Like, there's just a lot going on, and Let's Go is the lowest on the priority list, usually. What's up, Sfeel? Welcome in. What's up, Thor? Thank you for the shiny luck. I'm really hoping we get Mew soon, man. Supposed to storm later? Yeah, I mean, it was predicted yesterday. It's supposed to storm. Technically, it should be storming now. But I think it's more scattered now, and then later it's going to be more constant. I just hope it doesn't, like, rain super hard because I have to go somewhere. You had floods on the weekend? We don't really get floods here. Floods are really rare where I live. You got a blister right in the middle of your thumb from mopping the floor. How hard were you holding the mop to do that? I feel like you have to be pretty aggressive for that. You had 220 millimeters of rain in one day. Yeah, we don't get that much. When the dirt won't come off, you gotta scrub hard. If the dirt doesn't come off, I try something else. Usually there's like other things you can use that will get stuck on dirt off better. Instead of just going over with a mop ridiculously hard. Yeah, 8-1 and 8192. Any Pokemon game that is pre-Gen 6 is 8192. The only exception would be if I'm doing like a method, like Poke Radar or something, or if it's like Black 2, White 2, and I have Shiny Charm, or like Lucky, what is it, like Lucky Power 3 or something. So if you're seeing anyone just like do encounters in like Gen 4 or earlier, it's always gonna be 8192. Unless they're doing like RNG abuse. Then it's gonna be 8192, but you can like force it to give it to you. I don't know how you quantify that. Mew doesn't like me. Pretty much any hunt I do as of late doesn't like me, except for that Gyarados, I guess. Shocked I got that Gyarados under odds, even though it was barely under odds. I mean, before the Gyarados, it was 20,000 for a 1 in 40/96 Litwick, so... And then... I'm trying to think of, like, hunts before that. I don't think I had crazy bad luck with, let's see. The hunts I did before the Motostoke gym, I don't think I had crazy bad luck with. I think only one of them was, like, over odds. But then there was the Mach, which was 38,000. And then there was the Krabby. No, wait, the Muck was 35,000. The Krabby was 38,000 and it fled, which was awesome. Just kidding, that was terrible. Having a shiny flea during Safari Week is like whatever, because it happens, but when it's your second longest hunt of all time, it really stings. Especially when it's like something that would have completed the line for me. Materiali, thank you for the shiny luck. You're not brave enough for Safari Zone. I would recommend if you ever are considering, like, if you think you're not brave enough for a Safari Zone, do it during Safari Week. Don't just do it on your own time. Because when you do it on your own time, it like really... I'm lucky. Every shiny hunt I've done in the Safari Zone that was not part of the Safari Week, I have caught. So I got lucky, but I can only imagine that if you're like going out of your way to hunt a specific Pokemon and it just so happens to be in the Safari Zone, if you fail it, that's probably gonna really suck. But when it's for Safari Week, it's like, literally, like, a lot of people just go crazy hard for Safari Week. You'll see a decent amount of shinies unless you get really unlucky. And you'll win some, you'll fail some. So it just, and like, everyone else is going through the same thing, so it's not as bad when you fail a shiny. Like, when I failed, like, it sucks. I failed 3 executes, but, like, it wasn't, like, that big of a deal. Because it was Safari Week. The Krabby sucked because it was my second longest hunt ever. And didn't even stay for a second turn. Heart Gold Soul Silver Safari Zone is brutal, man. Heart Gold Soul Silver Safari Zone, it's like, a lot of things have really high chances of getting caught, but they have, like, extremely high chances of fleeing. Like, the Krabby was like I think it was like a 40 or 50% chance to get caught, but it was like a 35% chance to flee per turn, which is, like, that's a big deal. Like, in all of Kanto Safari Zone, there's only, like, a couple things that are slightly higher than that, and that's, like, the rare stuff. When, like, most things, like, a lot of the things in Gen 3 have, like, it's, like, a 15% flee rate. So, like, when most things, like, prime example of, like, Heart Gold Soul Silver's brutal flee rates is that I'll hunt for Doduo in Fire Red Leaf Green and in, Heart Gold Soul Silver. If I get a shiny Doduo in Heart Gold Soul Silver, it's, like, it's more than twice as likely to flee than in Fire Red Leaf Green, but it's the same catch rate. So I'm just way more likely to catch him if I find him in Fire Red Leaf Green. Just, like, ridiculous. Can Safari Week be done in Gen 4 games? It can be done in any game that has a Safari Zone game. So, that would be technically Red, Blue, Yellow Safari Zone, but you can only do fishing encounters for those, and it's not really worth it at all, so I wouldn't recommend it. So there's that. There's Fire Red Leaf Green's Safari Zone in Kanto. There's Heart Gold Soul Silver's Safari Zone in Johto. There's, Ruby Sapphire Emerald Safari Zone in, Hoenn. And then there's, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearls Safari Zone, and there's Diamond Pearl Platinum Safari Zone, the Great Marsh. It's just any game where there's a Safari Zone where it's like, the Pokemon can flee. So, like, no Friend Safari and no, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I don't know why they didn't bring back the Safari Zone for Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. That would have been a cool thing. Okay, where the heck can I possibly stand here where I'm not going to just get attacked by Paris, Zubat, and Drifloon everywhere? Hopefully this is a good spot. Is that a Drifloon? I really hope it's not. Alright. You only have one console in game, so it'd take even longer for you. It would be faster than a regular shiny hunt, though. Not throwing your Pokemon out in battle, believe it or not, saves a lot of time. Like, it's so fluid. And it really adds up. And if you're doing, like, BDSP, Sweet Scent's really fast, too. You love the Mew plush? Yeah, the Mew plush is cool. I have a big one behind me, or not really behind me, but you can't really see it. Because it is cut off by... I'm not going to adjust my camera for it. If I go to the...
This does put a smile on my
Shine
face.
Knight, thank you for the follow. Thank you for putting a smile on Thanos' face. I do appreciate it. Face cam... Oh. There's a good chance I'm going to lose power, by the way. So if I randomly end stream, that'll be why. I don't know if you guys just saw it, but my lights flickered. I have a big Mew right there. Solid chance that my stream just cuts out. I don't know if you guys saw that, but right when I switched to this layout, it, like, all the lights flickered. Which is crazy, because it's not even, like, windy. I wonder if there's just something far away that's, like, getting hit. Yeah, high stakes.
This does put a smile on my
On
face.
Kelali, thank you for the follow. Thank you for putting a smile on Thanos' face. I do appreciate it. What's up, Shine Knight? How's everyone? We're doing pretty well. Hoping to get a shiny Mew soon. I guess if my power gets out, I'll just end. And then we'll try this again tomorrow. Saw your video of the recent Sword and Shield shiny hunts. Got you interested, so you give it a try. And under odds, you got shiny Litwick. Nice. Very jealous of that. That Litwick is by far my longest 1 in 4096 hunt. I don't think I'll pass that anytime soon either, because like 20,000's a lot for a 1 in 4096. That if you would like to convert that to like 1 in 8192, that would still be my second longest hunt of all time. And my longest hunt of all time is absurd, so it's like, it's saying a lot. So yeah, I'm glad you got it under odds. That is like one thing to know, because there was someone in stream yesterday that was like asking about the Mew hunt, and they were like, oh, I'm never going to do this Mew hunt if it's taking you this long. And it's like, dude, most people will not go as far as me. So like if you see someone go like as far as I did for Litwick, or as far as I'm going for Mew, just know you will very likely not go that far. Care to guess what your favorite Pokemon is? It's Gen 5? It's not Spheal? Dude, I don't know. Gen 5 is huge. Mew is not legit because only Japanese... Yeah. We don't care. No one cares. Go home if you don't care about my shiny Mew. Did it? I think my Distortion started and I didn't notice. It's a dragon type? I guess like Druddigon. Or Reshiram or Zekrom or Kyurem or... How many dragon types are in Gen 5? Or Hydreigon, Dinos, Vilas. You did 13,000 resets for shiny Arceus and BDSP. Yeah, it's tough. Like, that's like going 26k for a 1 in 8192. Like, that just doesn't happen that often. It's none of those. What other dragon types are in Gen 5? I should probably do this Distortion, though. Oh, is it... No. What other dragon types are in Gen 5? You hit the X, but it's 33-month anniversary. Nice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. 33 months is crazy. Slashing the darkness while protecting the light. Shine Knight has arrived. Welcome in. Alright, let me stop recording here. Let's start recording. Switch to this layout. Guys, and remember, if my stream randomly cuts out, it's because I lost power. But it could be fine. Probably just a minor surge. I hope so, because I think it was last year, we had this whole, like, 2-month process of them digging, like, trenches in our yard. And they were, like, installing something underground that was, like, electricity-based. And I think since they did that, we have not lost power. So I'm willing to bet it had something to do with that. So hopefully, like, we don't lose power. Oh, this thing hasn't started yet. Why did I think this started? Okay, well. I want to get some encounters before this thing starts, you know? I thought it started. When is Safari Week? Could not tell you, man. It's not like there's this huge yellow text on top of the screen that tells you the date of Safari Week. I know, isn't it crazy? That'd be so crazy if there was some sort of thing on the layout that told you when Safari Week was. Haxorus. That's actually so funny because I completely forget about Haxorus all the time because it's like, I don't know. It's like whatever. It's cool, but like, I don't know. Much more of a Hydreigon guy. Their favorite Pokemon must be Terra, Dragon, Garbodor. Garbodor ain't even in Scarlet and Violet. You can't have a Terra, Dragon, Garbodor, right? Zekrom, Reshiram, Mercurium are the only other Gen 5 dragons. Yeah. You forgot about Haxorus. The one that everyone thinks is a pseudo-legendary but isn't, and then people don't realize that there's actual qualifications that a Pokemon needs to be a pseudo-legendary instead of just 3-stage dragon type. Yeah, so the only dragon type I did not think of out of all of Gen 5, because there's really not that many dragon types in Gen 5. Okay. Now the Distortion's gonna start, so let's do this. What's up, Dom for life? I'm doing pretty good. How do you decide what to hunt? Sometimes it's just, that's a cool shiny. I want one. Sometimes it's, this could be a pretty easy to shiny to hunt. So let me just do it really quick. Sometimes it's just that. Sometimes it's, all right, what of this set of shinies do I need? This one's doable. That's really all it comes down to, really. If you're like new into shiny hunting, definitely just go for things that you think are like really cool shinies. Like my first ever shiny hunt was for Dratini because Dragonite's my favorite Pokemon of all time. So like go for like your favorite Pokemon of all time if it's possible to shiny hunt. Like obviously if your favorite Pokemon of all time is like Urshifu, like you're kind of out of luck there. But yeah, sometimes it just comes down to like Pokemon that you really like, Pokemon that might just be not super difficult to shiny hunt. Like that's why my second ever shiny hunt was Abra from the Game Corner, just because it was easy. Like I didn't really have an attachment to like Alakazam or Abra or anything, but I was just like, oh, this looks really easy, so let me do this. Try to get another shiny. So yeah, really just, it's like how you feel. What are you feeling? Okay, there's one Sneasel. I think that's the second one. Did I get all three? Did all three spawn in? Why am I on Bronzong? When in doubt, hunt Smeargle or Mew. Why those two? Is it because they can transform into other shinies? Joke's on you. They made it so that Smeargle can't do that in Scarlet and Violet because they were too lazy to patch out a bug. I'm willing to bet all three of the Sneasels have spawned in, but I don't know where the third one is, so... There's one. Two is somewhere over here. There's two. Where's the third one? Third one's gotta be over here somewhere. That's the same one I saw before, though. I could just be blind. It's very unlikely I'm missing the third Sneasel. Maybe it's over here. Okay, did I actually not spawn in the third Sneasel? What's going on? Sneasel. Oh, maybe it's like over here. I don't think I've really been over here yet. There it is. Yeah, I just didn't spawn it in. Sometimes you gotta be really, like, specific where you're at for them to, like, spawn in. Alright, well, that was everything. When in doubt, hunt Victini. Yeah, true. I think it's storming now. Yep. It's not like crazy, but it's windy and dark and raining a little bit. I hope it's not like bad when I gotta go. Oh, it's raining hard now. It's raining hard now. You're still upset that was their fix for the dupe? It's not even a fix, it's just like a workaround. It's so stupid. They're like there's only 3 Pokemon in the entirety of the series that can learn the move Transform, and you're making one of those Pokemon not be able to use it. Like, that's so stupid. Miss Shiny Miraidon. I mean, there's a ton of shinies you can't hunt, so. I guess your favorite Pokemon, new evolution for old Pokemon you like Pichu, but it's second. I'm gonna guess it's Magmortar, because I was late to the conversation and someone said it already. Did you get the Alpha Magnemite? Yeah, I got the Alpha Magnemite yesterday. I only had rain for about 20 minutes. Do you live near me? The weather app has said rain or like thunderstorm from like, I mean, it's like almost 3 o'clock now, but it said from 2 to 7, which is absurd. But there was no like severe thunderstorm warning, so I'm guessing it's like not gonna be that bad. But hopefully what's happening now is like the worst of it, because it's raining pretty hard now. Southwest Michigan. That's like sort of close to me, I guess. Your second favorite Pokemon is the Big Bear. Is that Ursaluna? It was supposed to rain all day, only rain during the 1 o'clock hour. Hopefully it's like that for here, but the radar kind of says otherwise. I mean, to be fair, I will say, I don't know why it's loading. Let me just refresh it, I guess. It does say, like, 50%, and it's not like, because usually when it's like a bad thunderstorm, it's like 100%. It's like 55, like it doesn't go higher than 55, which is like now. So that could be fine. I just have to drive like 40 minutes to and from someplace today. So I'm just hoping it's not storming then. That's really all I care about. So Ursaluna, I was not a fan of Ursaluna, really. I've always really liked Ursaring, and I thought Ursaluna was kind of a downgrade, because it's like, you take a bipedal Pokemon and put it on all fours. That, to me, seems like a de-evolution. And it's also like, Ursaring was this big scary bear, and Ursaluna was like this cute, not scary bear, you know? But then when they did Blood Moon Ursaluna, like Blood Moon Ursaluna, I think is really cool. It's just a shame that it's probably going to be treated like a legendary and will never be huntable, and you'll never be able to evolve a Teddy Ursa into it eventually, which sucks. But if you could, that'd be awesome. You prefer Cocaine Bear to regular? I disagree, but you do like the Blood Moon a lot. The Blood Moon is what I wanted an evolution to Ursaluna to be. Bipedal, scary, looks like it'll kill you. And that's what we got with the Blood Moon. We just didn't get that with Ursaluna, and I just like, it just seemed more like a de-evolution to me. Going from big, scary, tall, bipedal bear that looks like it could kill you to this cutesy, like, quadruped bear that's like, he digs, I guess. Like, I wasn't feeling it, you know? I just hate the way they're treating it, you know? You give me an alternate form to an evolution of a Pokemon, and I'm expecting to be able to get it in some way other than the static encounter shiny lock story-based thing that is, like, one time only. Because, like, they're treating it like a legendary when it's just an alternate form to Ursaluna. I don't agree with that. I mean, like, there's a lot that they did in Scarlet and Violet that I don't agree with. Like, I think it's ridiculous that you can't catch Walking Wake or Iron Leaves in the DLC, and you also only get shiny lock static encounters for the other ones. Man, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't know what's gonna shine first. It really feels like neither of these are gonna shine at all. Like, I'm only 3,000 ahead of Bidoof on the Mew games. Like, between these two hunts, we're over 24k combined. Which they made Ursaluna a separate evolution from Teddy Ursa, and Blood Moon was the third evolution of that line. It would be cool if it's a split up, if they make it a split evolution. What's another example? I guess kind of like Oink Alone is like a split evolution, but it's just based on like male female. It'd be cool if they did that, but like, I don't know. From what they've like posted and tweeted and whatnot, it really makes it seem like they intend Blood Moon Ursaluna to be like a legendary, which I just think is a little ridiculous. You start your new job as a pool deck attendant tomorrow, and apparently it's going to rain. Never fails. Oh, I'm gonna actually... No, I'm fine. I was gonna do a test capture to make sure I have everything in order, but I'm pretty sure I do. I'll just check my teams out to make sure they're in the right order. Because I had to, like, reset up stuff in order to do my battle video yesterday. Okay, so we start with these guys, which they both have Mofa, which is Taunt. And then we swap into Smeargle, which has Serka, or Kerka, I guess, which is, that's Imprison. I was like, what's the move called? Imprison. And then we got Metronome, Mega Punch, Pound on both of them. And then we swap into Wurmple. And then this Smeargle should be the, like, False Swipe Spore. Yeah, False Swipe Spore, Super Fang. Alright, yeah, everything is in order. I just had to make sure. I'm glad I made the moves, like, the moves I need to use, the literal first moves of the Pokemon. So I don't have to worry about, like, picking the right one. So weird to you that Ursaring is now mid-evolution. I wish they'd stop messing with Johtomons and buff them instead. I honestly prefer them giving Pokemon new evolutions than just, like, changing stats and abilities and stuff. I'm gonna be honest. I know I'm not, like, competitive at all, so it's not really my place to say. Oh, it's Serka. I, like, forget what the... Is it? I thought Spanish was said exactly how it's spelled, and like letters don't change pronunciation, so wouldn't it be Kerka? Because Serka would be like with a Z. With like a Z or an S, I guess. But yeah, it's not really my place to say because I don't do competitive. But sometimes when they balance Pokemon, it kind of ruins them for casual play. And it really bothers me sometimes. The biggest offender of this is Darkrai. Darkrai is definitely very infamous now. For those who don't know, Darkrai has a signature move called Dark Void. And it's a really good move. Originally, it was used as, like, a more accurate version of Hypnosis. Like, really good Hypnosis, and it also can attack both... It can hit both Pokemon in a double battle, which is, like, crazy. And throughout the years and throughout the generations, it became more and more nerfed to the point where now it's not as good as Hypnosis. And it really sucks because, like, I have my shiny Darkrai, and in BDSP... I had to remove its signature move, Dark Void, and give it Hypnosis, which I already don't like as a move because I don't think it's accurate enough, just because it's more accurate than Dark Void. And that's just sad to me. Like, they took a cool Pokemon and its cool signature move, nerfed it so hard into the ground that it is not worth running that signature move in casual play when you're not even battling people. And it's ridiculous. So, I definitely prefer them giving Pokemon new evolutions and stuff, and new forms, as opposed to balancing them. Not as big of a deal, but when they got rid of Levitate on Gengar, that was kind of rough as well. As someone who used Gengar to carry him through the Battle Tower in Gen 3, it was such a shame to find out that they made it so that it was indeed weak to ground type now. Yeah, it was Smeargle's fault. Yeah, they should have just made it so Smeargle couldn't learn Dark Void. Which which also would have been kind of annoying too from a casual standpoint, but like, yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating that, like, this cool move on this cool Pokemon is so useless now that you would rather have the basic not good move over it. Like, that's ridiculous in my opinion. You almost every Johtomon needed an evolution with how terrible and weak the original Gen 2 Dex is. Yeah, it's crazy. They're also, like, this might be a hot take, but I've never really cared for the Gen 2 Dex. There's some really cool ones in it, don't get me wrong. Like, I like Ursaring, I like Ampharos, I like Tyranitar. Like, there's some really cool ones. I think there's a truck driving by. I was like, what the heck is that? But, a lot of the Gen 2 Pokemon, in my opinion, are super forgettable. And Game Freak realized that, too. And they gave almost every single forgettable Gen 2 Pokemon an evolution. The only Pokemon that were, like, Pokemon that couldn't evolve that weren't legendaries, of course. Like, every single Pokemon that was a single stage, like, no evolution line from Gen 2, outside of legendaries, got a new evolution in a later gen, except for Smeargle, which makes sense. I don't expect them to do anything with Smeargle because it's good as it is because of its gimmick. And then Shuckle is the only one, which I wouldn't be surprised if they gave Shuckle something soon. Well, I think that was already all the Sneasels. I think it was they gave every like single stage Gen 2 Pokemon either a new form or evolution or both. Because there's ones like Corsola got a new form and an evolution for that form. Mega Rabombi coming. I mean, that's not Gen 2, but I actually really like Rabombi. Rabombi's great. I'm not the biggest fan of Cutie Fly, though. Cutie Fly's just like, whatever. I like that Rabombi has a scarf. Dude, there are just so many items we're missing because of this grass. There were two over here. Oh, here it is. like, where's the other one? There's one. That might... There it is. It's like invisible until you get far enough away. Ridiculous. Oh, there's a couple more too. There's one right here. Ow. I think there's one over here too. Unless I just saw the Sneasel, but I think it was... Maybe it was just the Sneasel. I guess it was. Alright. Greninja and Rabombi starting a club. Yeah. Except I don't really like Greninja that much. Greninja to me is just okay, but it's just weird to me how ridiculously popular it is. It's probably literally just because of Smash, though. Was Greninja popular before Smash? I didn't get back into the series until after that. Because it does feel... Because, like, Incineroar wasn't, like, ridiculously popular until Smash... Like, as, like, a Pokemon. Like, I feel like the more popular pick was Decidueye. Incineroar, obviously, is, like, ridiculous and competitive, but... But in terms of, like, people like the design, I feel like most people preferred Decidueye. So was it kind of the same with Greninja, or was Greninja popular before Smash? Greninja got into Smash because it's popular. Is that true, though? Because, again, like I said with Incineroar, I don't really think Incineroar was the most popular pick for Smash, but it got into Smash just because the creator thought it'd be more unique. Or, like, easier to make as a fighter. You're hunting Shaman and Diamond? Good luck. Johto is just a garbage gen. It's the worst and not even remotely close, and I wish people would stop praising Gen 2. Take the nostalgia glasses off, people. I don't think it's garbage, but it is one of my not as favorite generations. Like, I do agree with most of your statements. Like, I'd rank a bunch of generations higher than Gen 2. Decidueye has Pokken and Pokemon Unite, Incineroar, Smash, and Primarina nothing. Two-legged cat is almost an automatic disqualification when it comes to popularity. Everybody hates the humanoid cat. Dude, it makes me wonder, like, If they do a Smash 6, which I think they will, are they gonna put Meowscarada as the new Pokemon character? Because that, I would be a little annoyed by that. Like, not only would it be 2 cats in a row for Pokemon, it would be 3 cats overall, right? Because of Mewtwo. But also, that is, like, Meowscarada is my least favorite of the Gen 9 starters. I can't see them doing Skeledirge, though. I really can't. If I'm being honest, I would prefer if they stopped doing starters for Smash Bros. I would like more unique Pokemon. The only starter I would want to see in Smash would be Sceptile, but I don't care enough to like actually really want it in Smash. Why are humanoid Pokemon so popular? I think because a lot of them are starter Pokemon, and that's just what people gravitate to. Plot twist, they add Sprigatito and it doesn't evolve. That would be better. That'd be better than Meowscarada, in my opinion. I like more unique Pokemon. I thought Pokken was cool, because they had wacky Pokemon that you wouldn't expect in a fighting game, like Suicune and, like, Chandelure. You know, like, those are the kind of Pokemon I want to see in, like, Smash Bros. Not just this humanoid Pokemon, this humanoid Pokemon, this humanoid Pokemon, Pikachu, this humanoid Pokemon, Jigglypuff. Like the most, like the coolest Pokemon character is literally, like, Pokemon Trainer, because there's only one almost humanoid Pokemon in that lineup. And they all work, like, great. Switch Scarlet and Violet pick Fuecoco. It was between Fuecoco and Quaxley for me. Like, I didn't like Sprigatito. I was kind of over. There's a bunch of types of Pokemon I'm over, and it's cats and monkeys because I think they're overused. So I was not a fan of Grookey, and I was not a fan of Sprigatito. Fuecoco. It was between Fuecoco and Quaxley. If I were to pick between their final evolutions, I'd say Skeledirge is probably the coolest, but if I'm being honest, I don't really care for any of them. Gen 6 came out before Smash, and Greninja was winning the popularity contest by a lot when it came out. It was rivaled by Charizard and Pikachu and Lucario. I just don't get it, man. I never understand the popularity behind Greninja. Like, I understand the popularity of, like, Lucario and Charizard. Another one I didn't understand was Zoroark, low-key. Zoroark, to me, seemed like a Lucario wannabe. You're a Pikachu main. Speaking of Pokemon Smash, you're a Jigglypuff main all day, every day. Jigglypuff's fun, but I'm not, like, amazing with her. My mains in Smash, I have a couple. My true main is Yoshi. I intentionally got good with Banjo-Kazooie because Banjo-Kazooie was my #1 most wanted character of all time in Smash throughout, like, my entire life. So I voted for Banjo-Kazooie in the Smash ballot that they did back in, like, 2015 or whatever. And turns out, Banjo-Kazooie was the second most voted character in that Smash ballot, which is why they got added. So I did my part, and I was really happy about that. And then, like, my low-key sleeper main that I'm, like, for some reason really good with, just out of nowhere, is Wii Fit Trainer. For some reason. Like, I literally picked Wii Fit Trainer as, like, a joke, just to be funny, and ended up being, like, really good with her. So I just, like, I'm really good with Wii Fit Trainer. You cried when Sora was announced? I don't really have an affiliation to Sora, but I was emotional in the sense that, like, it was over, you know? Like, we were in this era where we're like, this is probably the last Smash character ever getting announced. So when it got announced, it was kind of, like, crazy. But I've never played Kingdom Hearts, but I just thought it was crazy that they added a Disney character to Smash. Like, that was kind of wild. Top 3 is Jiggly, Cloud, and Joker. I was decent with Joker when he got added, and then I kind of fell off with him. Cloud, I've never been a fan of. He just... Characters with not great recoveries, I can't stand. And Clouds is only good if you have limit, and I just can't with it. I have to have a character with a good recovery. I can't stand Little Mac and Dr. Mario. They're not fun to play because you get hit like 2 times and you just die. You want to get good with Mega Man, but you probably never will. Mega Man, I feel like, can be crazy if people are really good with him, but I've never had, like, an interest in being good with him. But I've seen some people be, like, crazy with, like, his spike move. Is, like, hard to hit, but it's, like, cool when you see someone hit it. Say you're decent with Lucas, but you're bad at Smash in general. Lucas, I used to be good with, and they nerfed him hardcore in Smash Ultimate from Smash 4. So I stopped playing with him. He's still fun, but he just isn't as good as he was in Smash 4. So I just don't really play with him that much. Pikachu and Link, sometimes Samus. I hate Samus, dude. People are so... If you play online, people are so degenerate with Samus. It's ridiculous. They'll just hide under platforms and spam projectiles. It's not fun at all. But Link is a crazy cool character. If you're good with Link, it's like one of the most stylish looking characters you can play as. I'm not even kidding. And then Pikachu's just really good. Imagine a Pokemon style Smash game. They're not gonna do that. I don't really want them to do that because any Smash, like, I don't want to say Smash clone because that's kind of unfair, but any like platform fighter you just know is not gonna be as good as Smash. So I just don't really have an interest in any of them, even if it was like a Pokemon one. Don't be dissing your boy Skeledirge, you'll have none of that. I just don't really... Starter Pokemon designs rarely wow me. It's not just Skeledirge. It's like literally most starter Pokemon. Like, the only starter Pokemon that I, like, actually really like are, like, all of the first-gen ones, all of the third-gen ones, a couple of the fourth-gen ones, and then, like, just, like, the Rowlet line. Like, that's it. Like, all the other ones are just, like, okay to not good to me. You don't mind Fox either? Fox? I feel like people think they're really good when they play Fox, but they just get carried by Fox. I always give my brother crap for playing Fox. He'll, like, pick Fox, and I'll be like, dude, you picked it. Like, to me, Fox is one of the easiest characters to be, like, decent with. He's got a lot of really simple inputs that just result in really good combos. Like, literally, if you just up tilt over and over again, you're getting, like, 30 plus damage in one combo. Like, I'm not even kidding. Samus is a little too slow. Samus is better than Dark Samus. I can at least play as Samus and be like, whatever. Dark Samus, too floaty. I don't like Dark Samus. Olimar is so good, totally biased. Olimar used to be... I used to main Olimar in Brawl because of how good he was, and then they nerfed him so much for Smash 4, and I stopped playing as him. But he's by no means bad. I'm just not... I don't really like the rotational, like, Pikmin that you kind of have to, like, know what you're getting. It's a little too much for me. KH is your favorite... Oh, Kingdom Hearts is your favorite game series of all time. Nothing will ever come close, no. And no one ever thought Sora could get in. It was amazing that... Yeah, no one ever thought Sora could get in. Although, it was a little sad that it got leaked. Do you guys know about the leak for Sora getting into Smash? Literally, like, I think like a month or two... Actually, I think it was like 5 months or so prior to the announcement that the final Smash character was getting announced. Someone from Disney leaked saying they got, like, something about Smash Bros. And that was, like, all... It was, like, someone who worked for, like, Disney Music said they had some, like, communication or meeting or something with the team behind Smash Bros. And they just posted it, and it didn't gain any traction until like close to when the character was about to get announced, and then it ended up being real. Because no one thought Sora was going to get added to Smash. You main Link, but you also play Bowser and Sora. My friend would play Sora, and Sora is the one character that just really made me realize that Yoshi sucks against sword characters. I always knew Yoshi had like a disadvantage against sword characters, but like, I don't want to toot my own horn. I'm clearly better at Smash than my friend, but it is hard for me to win when he plays Sora and I play Yoshi. Because everything I do, he just gets outranged by that Keyblade. Smash is greater than everything else. At least no one has said they main Hero. Hero? Dude, I have respect if you main Hero. It's honestly, he's such like a troll character, it's hilarious. Like, if you know what you're doing, it's not bad to face Hero, but it is hilarious when, like, some wacky thing happens just because of RNG. So you gotta just respect it. Thundaga really sucks for Yoshi. Dude, just the Keyblade, man, really sucks for Yoshi. But yeah, like, it gets you out of your super armor. Anything that gets Yoshi out of his super armor is crazy. Because, like, Yoshi, I think Yoshi is the best he's ever been in Smash Ultimate than any other Smash game. And I would consider Yoshi a very bad character if he didn't get super armor with his double jump. Like, he's carried by that. So anything that, like, gets him out of that is just ridiculous. As a shiny hunter, fighting RNG incarnate gives you nightmares. Yeah, but it's funny when, like, you see someone reading their menu and they don't realize that you can read it too, so you, like, know what's gonna happen, and sometimes they panic and choose, like, the self-destruct thing. The kamikaze, that one. And it's just hilarious. Or they'll do, like, Magic Burst, use all their mana, but that they, like, didn't realize that you can just, like, run away really fast, and you're just like, alright. Have fun trying to fight me now. Or when the funniest is when they're like off screen, and when you're like off stage, you have a much higher chance of getting the, I think it's what's Zoom is the ability that just like kind of puts you back on stage, but it's not guaranteed. So there's times where they'll be off stage like banking on a Zoom and they won't get it, and then they just die. Like, it's pretty funny. You also have a secret main that is an awful character. What's that? Is it Dr. Mario? I consider Dr. Mario to be the worst character in the game. Because he's just in, like, pretty much every way worse than regular Mario. And I know a lot of people think, like, Ganondorf and Little Mac are... Ganondorf's probably pretty bad. But they at least have things that can easily turn the match around. Just by, like, crazy damage or super armor or whatnot. Dr. Mario's got none of that. Dr. Mario, you have to sweat as hard as you can to even have a chance at winning, and you also don't have recovery. So you're like a slightly higher jumping Little Mac that doesn't have any advantage on stage. Ganondorf? Yeah, my brother plays Ganondorf. I know Ganondorf's bad. I am not good at facing Ganondorf unless I'm playing Jigglypuff. The Jigglypuff-Ganondorf matchup is like one of the most fun matchups of all time because at any point, either character can just die immediately. It's so funny. Like, Jigglypuff can easily just take Ganondorf off stage as far as possible, and Ganondorf can just two-shot Jigglypuff. I haven't played Smash in so long. That's like one of my favorite games. I'm curious if we're getting a new Smash, like low-key. Like, we don't know when the next Nintendo Direct is. We just know it's in June. It would be crazy if they announced a new Smash game. The only thing, like, it's like a bittersweet thing if they do, because a new Smash game is always so exciting and so fun. But at the same time, I really don't think they're gonna be able to like keep all the characters they had, and them going from bringing back literally every character and then going to cutting characters, I just think would be a really bad move. But I just don't know how they would pull it off. Warlock Punch is a heck of a drug. That is like the move you would hit the least amount of times with Ganondorf. Actually, no, the up tilt. The up tilt's pretty bad. What time is it? It's 3:14. Okay. Next Smash will be Dexed all over again. Thing is, that was something that always happened in Smash. The only Smash that didn't cut characters was a Melee. But after Melee, it was like every Smash game cut characters. So it was like a thing that was expected. But part of what made Smash Ultimate so hype was that they brought back every single character that had ever been in Smash. So to go from that to like cutting characters again would just be extremely disappointing. And it's like, you know, everyone's got a favorite character in Smash. It would be very devastating if your favorite character got cut. Like, it was so crazy that Banjo-Kazooie got added that, but like, I wouldn't be surprised if they got cut for the next game. Like, any DLC character that's third party, I would not be surprised got cut for the next game. It's a shiny Luxray. Don't worry, I already have all the Luxrays. All the the Shinxes and stuff, so it's a duplicate. No matter what gender it is, it's a duplicate. Alright, where the heck am I supposed to stand here? Because there's like Luxio's over here. There's an Alpha Alakazam over there. There's probably Drifblims everywhere too. Oh, there's Drifblims there, okay. I don't think they see me though, so I'll just be right here, I guess. You don't know if you lose a few stocks, you're landing that punch. And you lose all your stocks trying to land that punch. Used to play competitively, went around different tournaments with a team. On Smash? That's cool. I always thought about, like, getting into competitive Smash. I just don't think I'm that good. Like, I think I'm an above-average Smash player, but I don't think I could compete with actual pros. So it's not something that would be worth doing for me. But it'd be cool to go to, like, local tournaments and stuff. And wipe the floor with everyone, because no one... I feel like the funny thing about Smash is that everyone thinks they're good at Smash, and they're just not. I just remember in high school, there were these kids, it was like the cross-country kids, and my brother did cross-country, and apparently they played Smash, like, at cross-country camp, and they were talking about Smash, and I was, like, trying to get in on the conversation. They were like, no, we're, like, way too good at Smash. And I was like, you know my brother, right? And they were like, he's a legend, he's crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I can beat him at Smash. And they're like, no way. I'm like, you guys probably aren't good. I'm like, I don't even consider myself that good. But, like, it's wild how confident people are at how good they are at Smash. And they're just not good at it at all. they'll be like, I'm so good at Smash. They'll pick Kirby and just spam Rock. Everyone realize this version sucks. You're gonna go back to Ultimate. Yeah. You beat M2K somehow when he played Mii Fighter. I was really lucky. I don't know who that is. I'm gonna be honest. Dude, it's going kind of crazy out. It's not raining that hard anymore, but there's like literally constant thunder. Who's targeting me? Whoever it is probably gonna die. It's you. I just can't be trying to run away from these guys. Jaden, thank you for the shiny luck. 4,000 for Palpatine now. Hopefully you get it soon. Do I play any other fighting games? No. The only other fighting game that seems somewhat interesting to me is, like, Street Fighter. But I've never been... I thought Tekken was kind of fun. There was... When we would go camping, there was, like, an arcade, like a game room at this, like, campground we go to, and they'd have a Tekken 3 arcade, and that was fun. Because it's, like, kind of goofy. But I've never really been super into fighting games besides Smash. Ignorance of actual Smash skill is bliss, as they say. It's just wild to me how consistent it is. Like, I have never, and don't get me wrong, it's not like I've played a ton of people in Smash, but I have never, like, seen someone say they're good at Smash and then actually be good. You know you suck. You play Bowser. Bowser's actually pretty good in Ultimate. He's awful in Melee. Isn't he like the worst character in Melee? Play Dragon Ball Fighters for a bit. Yeah, like I've never like I've played Mortal Kombat with my friend because he like got it and wanted to play it, and I just didn't like it. I was so bad at it, and I'm just not a fan of the like gruesomeness of it. And then like, what other fighting games? There's, like, Tekken and Street Fighter. And like, Tekken's goofy, but it wouldn't be something I'd be, like, invested in. And then Tekken would be, like... Tekken would be the one I'd maybe be interested in, but I've never played it. I just know, like, it's just one of the more, like, mainstream ones. But, like, you know, like, side fighting games, I've never really been good at. Dragon Ball FighterZ is quoted to be the most popular 2D fighting game of, as I say, all time. That's just a blatant lie, though. Who said that? Isn't that just a blatant lie? I guess popular, like, I feel like game sales would have to do with popularity, because aren't the top two best-selling fighting games Smash Ultimate and Street Fighter 2? Oh, is M2K Mewtwo King? See, I'm bad with, like, acronyms. Is that an acronym? Is that the right word? I guess I do know who that is. There's some pro players in Smash that are just, like, insanely good. You wanted Master Chief in Smash? Or Shadow? Well, Shadow's already in Smash, he's just an assist trophy. Master Chief? Master Chief didn't get in at all, which is shocking, because they had Doom Guy as the Mii costume. I was kind of shocked they didn't have Master Chief as well as a Mii costume. My most wanted character of all time got into Smash, so I'm content. But my second most wanted character is Waluigi as a playable fighter. I know he's in Smash as an assist trophy, but in terms of playable fighters, I definitely want Waluigi. So if they do a Smash 6 and they somehow bring back every returning character and then add more, I would be very hopeful that Waluigi would be one of them added. I'm pretty sure we got all 3 Sneasels already. That's an Alpha Ursaring. For some reason, that doesn't look that big. Did I already get all the items? What is this? This is crazy. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's literally like just constant thunder. I don't think I've ever heard it like this before. It's not like loud thunder, but it's like literally just constant. Hello, friend. Almost done with Gen 4 living decks. Evolving last Pokemon, female Tangrowth, then getting Regis from Ruby Sapphire and DNS for legendaries. Nice. Surely they wouldn't ignore. I don't think they will. It would have been awesome if they added Waluigi into Ultimate, but when a character is already an assist trophy, that's kind of like a death sentence. So like when Smash Ultimate got like revealed or got like released, when they showed Waluigi as an assist trophy, I was kind of sad. Because well, I don't think there's no characters in Smash Ultimate that are assist trophies and also playable characters, right? The closest was gonna be like the Arms character because they have Springman as an assist trophy, but then they did Min Min, so it was like, so again, there wasn't like a character that was an assist trophy and a playable character. We'll likely get less Smash characters in Smash 5. It'd be Smash 6. Yeah, that's the thing. If I'm being honest, I think they should just not do a Smash 6 unless they can secure every returning character. It just wouldn't be the same. I know that's a lot to ask, but I don't know. Yeah, the first one was Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, whoever said what he quoted was immensely wrong. Yeah. I'm like, I've heard of Dragon Ball Fighters, but I didn't know it had like a scene or like was super popular or anything. You love the Legends art style? Art style? Yeah. Graphics? No. Have you ever messed around with Animal Crossing? No. New Horizons looked like a game I'd be somewhat interested in, but like a lot of modern Nintendo games, I would be actually buying them if they weren't $60. Gotta go, you might be back later. All good. Wasn't Sora kind of surprised? Well, we already talked about this. Sora was like yes and no of a surprise because it's very crazy they got a Disney character into Smash. But it also got leaked like a few months prior. But people just didn't really believe the leak. You just hope for Game Boy Advance games on new Nintendo consoles. I hope so too, but I hope they don't use it as, you're talking about Pokemon, because they already have Game Boy Advance games on Switch, just not Pokemon. Not main series Pokemon. I just hope they don't use it as an excuse to actually shut Bank down, you know? Because, like, having the GBA games on the Switch Virtual Console is, like, that's so cool. Like, great. Make it affordable for people that want to have those older games. But don't make my physical copies obsolete by making them not compatible with modern games. Because that's not fair. Thing is, it's like not even that dark out. It's like not raining that hard. It's not that dark out, but it's like constant thunder. I don't understand that. It's so crazy. Dude, I need to play Smash again. We should do streams where like we just play Smash like with people on stream. I know some people do that, and it always seems fun. I haven't played Smash in a while though. It's been, dude, I can't even remember the last time I played Smash. I used to always play with my friend, just like every now and then, but I just haven't in a very long time. Nintendo are sleeping on easy money by not porting the GBA and DS titles to the Switch with home support. I think there's some disagreement going on. I don't think it's them sleeping on easy money. I think there's a disagreement between Nintendo and the Pokemon Company, which is preventing them from doing it. Like, I don't think it's a coincidence that just, like, conveniently some of the most popular Game Boy Advance titles are still not on Switch when they have a Game Boy Advance, like, emulator on the Switch. Zapdos IRL. Yeah, I just hope Zapdos goes away because I don't want it to be storming like crazy in a couple hours. Who's my main? So my true main is Yoshi. Secondary main is I don't even know, like, low-key. Okay, I'm gonna name all three of them. So there's Yoshi is like my true main. I intentionally got good with Banjo-Kazooie because they were my most wanted character of all time. For like literally the entirety of like my life, essentially. And then like my sleeper main is like Wii Fit Trainer, which I low-key might be better with Wii Fit Trainer than Banjo-Kazooie. But nothing's gonna beat my Yoshi. Yoshi's the character that just feels right to use. After a grueling 84-83 encounters, you complete your longest shiny hunt so far. Full odds, Virizion, and Ultra Moon. Man, you really had to add grueling to your number that is smaller than what I'm currently at. Congrats on the Virizion, though. Your main is Chrom, your second is Roy, your third is Lucina. We got a Fire Emblem person over here. Someone call the cops. I actually can't stand Chrom. My favorite Fire Emblem character out of all of them to play as is Roy. Roy, I think, is the best one by far. Chrom, I just think, is worse Roy because he doesn't have as good of a recovery. Like, I don't know why they gave him Ike's up B when he doesn't have Ike's side B. Like, the reason why Ike's up B, it works, is because he has the side B that can get him back on stage as well. Chrom does not have that. If you are not right next to the stage, you will not be saving yourself with your up B. You've never played Fire Emblem? That's wild. Whenever I play with, like, my cousins and friends, there's always someone that mentions, like, I'm so glad none of us, like, play at, like, main as, like, the generic swordsman. Like... Grueling, barely over 8192 encounters. Hey, don't make fun of them. I just think it's silly that they said grueling when I'm currently farther than that. Like, okay, come on, it couldn't have been that bad. I mean, going over a double odds, no matter what your odds are, is terrible. Even going like 2,700 for a 1 in 1365 is terrible. You like Crom just because his counter is broken, but you could say the same about every other one of those swords characters. They all have the same counter. You just down B at the right time and you attack back. Like, that's all it is. Roy and Pyra Mithra disgust you? Okay, people who complain about Pyra Mithra are just babies. Because I actually enjoy playing as Mithra, the fast one. Pyra's the slow one. I actually enjoy playing as Mithra because my playstyle is I like the more like faster air characters, and Mithra's like that. But I understand why people think they're broken. I think any character that can change characters mid-battle is just gonna be a really good character, like Pokemon Trainer, Pyra Mithra. Like, I think that is kind of ridiculous. But I never have trouble facing Pyra and Mithra when I play against them. Roy, I sometimes do have trouble with Roy. So I can understand the hatred of Roy. I think Roy's can be like crazy good. Pyra Mithra is one of those characters that's like, you don't have to be good to be decent with them. But I don't think they're as broken as everyone else says they are. Isn't Sora broken? No, not really. Sora's one of the more like honest characters. He's got some jank to him that's like kind of annoying to deal with, but he's not like a broken character. He's just hard to fight as a Yoshi. Well, as a Yoshi main, he's just hard to fight. But that's like a lot of sword characters. Have you ever gotten a 1 in 8k under 50 encounters? No, but I've come very close to that twice. I got my quickest 1 in 8192s were, I recently got an Ekans after like 94, I think. It was 92 or 94. And then my fastest was Hitmonlee at 78. I also got, during 2022 Safari Week, I got a Nidoran male after like 120 or something like that, which literally only took me like 2 minutes to get. So time-wise, the Nidoran male was like my fastest 1 in 8192, but encounter-wise, it was the Hitmonlee at 78. But what was so crazy about the Hitmonlee is that I had never had a shiny hunt go under 1,000 until that one, and it was under 100, which was just unreal. Every time you close the stream, do you turn off the Game Boys? Yeah, it'd be absurd to keep your Game Boys on the whole time. It's also not necessary, even with Emerald's broken RNG. It's very hard to hit 1/60th of a second multiple times, guys. And if you really are superstitious about it, record new battle videos after every hunting session, but even then you don't have to do that. Or save in front of the painting if you have access to that and hit the painting beforehand. Took a break from SRing Zapdos to do some random encounters in the power plant. You got a Pikachu? Dang, nice. I'm jealous of that. I wanted to get Pikachu, and I just got 3 Voltorbs and nothing else, and I was like, I don't want to keep getting Voltorbs, so I stopped. At some point, I want to do the static encounters for Pikachu in Emerald Safari Zone. But I don't think it's going to happen this year. If I'm hunting on Emerald this year in the for Safari Week, that would be because that'd be because I caught 2 Nidoran females, an Execute, probably a male Rhyhorn, probably at least a couple Doduos, and then would be like, maybe I go for Emerald. You know, like, I'd have to do insanely well in order to, like, switch over to Emerald, because the Emerald encounter, like the bike encounters, the hopping, It's slow. It's not fast. Shiny Gyarados is 1. They said 8192. Not 1 in 1 odds. Wish you luck, good sir, on the hunt for Mew. Thank you. So technically no if you count the SRs, but it was very small number of encounters. Wait, which one did you say? Did I miss your message? Or are you saying like you got... Oh, so you got the Pikachu like really fast. I see. If you want to be really technical, pretty much any like random shiny you find is like gonna be a really quick number technically. Like I found like a random shiny Shuppet first encounter. I don't really count that though. But if you went to the power plant to like start a hunt and then you got a shiny, like yeah, I would count that, but I see where you're coming from saying like, well technically no, because I just did a bunch for Zapdos beforehand. Nice addition of Safari Week dates, yeah. I got rid of my Kanto Shiny Living Dex progress because I didn't know where to put it, but I figured it was necessary. If I'm gonna title my streams something about Safari Week, people are going to want to know when it is. What time is it? 1:36. I should take a break. I'll take a break in 20 minutes because I have to do something in 20 minutes. Or 15 minutes, I guess. The thunder isn't as constant now. That's a good sign. Do I have a Discord? I do not. I am kind of considering making one, though, low-key. Like, all of a sudden, I was just like, you know what? Maybe it would be cool. But I do not have one yet. I don't really know much about Discord, so I'd have to like do a lot of research on it. I do want to set up that thing. There's like a thing. If you're like a sub, you can like get access to using the sub emotes in Discord. But I think you have to like make a Discord and then connect. I don't know. It's like kind of weird. I have to like look into that. Man, I'm almost 11,000 in on Bidoof. Alright. Distortion time. Alright, let's see what we get here. I just hope that, like, I can't expect to get both female Sneasels in a row, like, first. But I really hope the first alpha I see is a female. Because that would just make the whole thing overall not as worrisome. Because needing specifically 2 females, like if I get a male first, that's just going to be like terrible. But if I get a female first and then maybe a male after, it'd be like, okay, you know what? It was bound to happen, but at least we only need one thing. It'll be like the Magnemite again. I feel like we're probably gonna get a shiny soon in a distortion. I guess we just got Luxray, but that wasn't a distortion. Did I? There's a Sneasel. There's one there. Where is the third one? 1, 2. Oh, there's the third one. Okay, we did get 3 Sneasels. Unfortunate. Okay, where are the rest of the items, though? This might be it. Oh, I somehow missed this one though. The Protector. Was that just an Alpha Abra? It is just an Alpha Abra. Dude, I might need to start like, we have 571 green shards. What the heck? I have 21 black augurites. It would be nice if the peat block was that common. I'm gonna check the weather. See if it's like clearing up early. Alright, it's not gonna load. Cool. I don't know why it's not loading. What the heck? I'm not even connected to the internet. Wonder if there's like a Verizon tower that's... No, it loaded again. No, it says cloudy right now, but... No, wait, this isn't even the... It's 3:46. Why is it saying it's 1 p.m. now? Something is wrong. Alright, in 10 minutes, I gotta do something. Why is it telling me it's 1 p.m. currently? It is 3:46. What is going on? Someone got knocked out, dude. Oh, everything's like being weird. Actually, this could be because I'm trying to load the weather on my... Wait, no way that's actually it. Wait, hold on. Now I need to see this. Okay, we're not lagging. I'm gonna load this. Are we gonna start lagging again? That must have just been a really weird coincidence that we got like lag the one time I connected my phone to the internet and tried to load something. I guess I cannot see what the current weather is. That's crazy. You got Shiny Palpitoad at 4,044 encounters. That's crazy. That's so close to getting it at odds. What did I get the Drifloon at? That's very close to when I got my Drifloon in BDSP. Mine might have been like 4,050 or something, or maybe it was, I guess, check the video, I guess, I don't know. Let me see. Shiny, will my video show up? Or will I have to go to my channel? My video is the first result. Let's go. Please tell me this is muted. Oh, do I have to load an ad, bro? I was gonna buy YouTube Premium until I found out it's like $30 a month, and I was like, I thought it was $5 a month. Okay, what do we get? What do we get from that? 4,041. That's crazy. You got your 3 after mine. You're holding the crown for the closest to full odds. To odds. That's crazy. Shiny Palpitoad is really cool too. I'm hoping when I go for Milcery, that's one of my phases. Because I'm gonna phase. It's like, there's no way I'm not gonna phase going for Milcery during that. I hope I get Palpitoad as a phase. I kind of hope I get LGM too, because then I'll like... What I've been doing, because I've been more into like full odds lately, I'm trying to re-hunt stuff I hunted with boosted odds, full odds. So I ended up getting an LGM that was like shiny charm odds, even though it took me like 4,300 encounters or something. I do want to get one that's like full odds. $30 a month. Did you guys look it up, or are you just going off of what I said? I don't know if mine's 100% accurate. I just kind of... It was either 20 or 30, but I remember thinking that's kind of a ripoff, because I'm pretty sure it started off being like $5-6 a month or something. That's a bit ridiculous. Paying $30 a month just to not have ads on YouTube is kind of wild, because streaming services are cheaper than that, and that's to get additional content. Unless you get additional content with YouTube Premium, like movies and stuff, then it would make more sense. But I probably wouldn't be doing that. All 3 DTQ shinies and your one phase has been under odds. You'll love to see it. Now give me some of that luck. I'm hoping I get my Dratini under odds, man, because, I mean, I'm already 6k in. It's not looking too good. But I would love to have two under odds in a row would be great. Even if they're only a little bit under odds. Any more than $5 a month is too much. I think any more than like $10 a month is too much. I think the sweet spot for streaming services and whatnot is like $7 a month. Like, that's fine. The issue is nowadays it'll be like $7 a month and you get ads, which just is so backwards. There should, like, every service should have a free option that gives you ads and then a paid option that doesn't give ads. The paid option should not be ads and then a more expensive paid option that removes the ads. It's ridiculous. LWS, thank you for the shiny luck. I really want to get this Mew. I'm, like, even if I go, like, really far over odds for the Dratini, I'm not worried about getting it before Safari Week. This Mew, I'm worried about getting before Safari Week. Because, like, there's only so many encounters we can do in a week. Isn't YouTube Premium $11.99? I'll look it up. I swear it was, like, $20 at least when I, like, looked it. An individual... Oh, it's $14 a month. Okay. Unless this is like a... Okay, the family plan is $22.99 a month. That might have been what I saw. Apparently the student plan is $8.90 or $7.99 a month. That would be fine. I wonder if I can cheese my way into saying I'm a student with that. I get discounted Apple Music because the only check they do, I know places are like more strict now. They'll like actually make sure you're enrolled in the college. But when I went to college, we got a student email, and when we graduated, they just said that's just your email. Like, you just can keep that email. Apple Music if you're trying to say you're a student, all they care is that you have an email associated with a college. Because a lot of places delete your student emails after like a year or two. But where I went, they said it's just an email that you get to have now. So I always get the discounted Apple Music, which is great. But there's some places that they'll literally like check your records to make sure you're like enrolled, which is ridiculous. All the streaming services, just like cable, time to sail the high seas. Yeah, for real. I don't necessarily condone pirating things, but we live in an era where streaming services should expect, like big companies should be just content. I don't want to say content with people pirating stuff, but they should be finding ways to combat it by giving us better deals. Pirating is like at an all-time high, and there's a very good reason for it. On your dog's birthday as well, nice. You watch 50% ads just to watch some shows for free if services have that option. Exactly! Dude, there's so many places I would gladly get ad breaks if I get to watch it for free. But like most places nowadays, you still have to pay like $8 a month and you get ads. Like, but if you don't want ads, you have to pay like $15 a month. It's ridiculous. Okay, I gotta do the thing that I was gonna do. So I'm gonna take my break now. I'm gonna switch this over in case a distortion shows up. And I will be right back. Is there a distortion? No. Is it a... It's... Yeah, it's good weather. Okay, cool. We're back. We're back. I think it's clearing up. Whatever is going on now, totally fine driving in that. When it's torrential downpour and thunder and wind, I'm not as comfortable driving in that. So hopefully it stays the way it is now. Was my break fun? Yeah, it was so fun. I put food in the oven. I rescheduled a dentist appointment. And I went to the bathroom and fill up my water. It was so fun. Honestly, I can't wait to do that again. Man, going 11K single hunting, not a good time. Which is funny because I actually like did worse than that when I started shiny hunting. But it's been so long since I've single hunted like literally anything. Except for that sand shrew hunt. I gotta get back to that. That's gonna be... We'll go back to sand shrew. Actually, how would I even set that up? How would I could do the dual stream, right? I think I could do if I got Bidoof, the sand shrew hunt would be replacing it. It would just be a little weird because it wouldn't be next to these. I messed that up. It sounds great. Yeah, it was really great. Yeah, I scheduled a dentist appointment last week, which, by the way, when you schedule a dentist appointment, they're like, all right, our only available option is like 4 months from now. Like, it's never like soon. And I schedule it, and like literally the next day, my parents are like, so we planned this trip. And it just so happens to be the same weekend you had your dentist appointment. So I was like, I'm glad I scheduled that dentist appointment yesterday only to have to reschedule it. Like, what are the odds, man? And I just realized I closed my door. I do that out of habit, and it gets really hot in here. I have a portable fan, but with this current setup I have, I don't know if I can fit it on my desk. Also, by the way, guys, I do plan to stream. I mean, if something happens, then I won't. But Eon Sand Millennia, thank you for the follow. Thank you for putting a smile on Thanos' face. I do appreciate it. I do plan to stream this tomorrow, I think. It's a solid possibility I stream this again tomorrow. Friday, we're going to be streaming scary stuff, I know, Scarlet and Violet, because we're going to be going for the last personality mark that I need for a shiny. Because they're doing an event starting tomorrow night, technically, where for the weekend, there'll be outbreaks with Pokemon that have a higher chance for the one personality mark I still need. So Might as well do that. Might as well get that over with. I wonder if I can load the weather now. I wonder if I'll actually be able to see what the weather's like. Nope, still 1 p.m. apparently. I don't know what's going on. Wonder if there's some, like, outage. But it's, like, only the weather, because I can load other things on my phone. I'm thinking, so the Pokemon that are featured for the Kindly Mark Outbreak event, I am pretty it's Finizen, Lotad, and Horsey. And I'm leaning towards Lotad, I think. It depends on which one's the easiest to hunt. Lotad has the best shiny, I think, but Horsey could be cool too. But I think Horsey's only water. I think Lotad's only water too, but it's like a small pond that you can like run back and forth in front of. Unless it's just anywhere in the 3 areas, in which case I'll probably try to do like a town reset thing. If it's possible. I'm not sure. We'll have to see when we get there. I can't believe I'm over 14,000 for this thing. I really hope I get this before 20k. Even if I get it before 20k, it's a solid chance we just don't get this before Safari Week. I really want to just get this. This one I'm actually worried about. The Dratini hunts I'm doing, I'm not really worried about. Like if I go hard for Dratini, I could easily hit 20k in like a week or 2. What's my least liked Pokemon game on the Switch? It's easily Scarlet and Violet. That's my Scarlet and Violet are my least liked Pokemon games of all time. In terms of mainline games. There could be an argument to be said about like Red and Blue, just because they're not like the most fun games to play. But I don't know. Bye, LWS. Thank you for hanging out, and congrats on the Palpitoad. 11,000 on Bidoof with this encounter. At some point, one of these 2 shinies is gonna pop, and I just really hope it's Mew. I'm gonna look into that painting thing. This weekend, I'm gonna grind out those contests. I should actually, there's so much research to be done about that. Why Scarlet and Violet? Oh, there's so many reasons. I could go on all day about why I don't like Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet took the thing I liked most about Pokemon and kind of ruined it. And it's not just shinies, it's just like the rarity factor of anything. Part of what keeps you coming back to Pokemon games, or just games in general, especially collecting games, is when you have a chance of finding something rare. It's really easy to get literally anything you want in Scarlet and Violet. And also the game runs like trash. Also, just the way mechanics work is done so poorly. There's so much that I don't like about it. The story, half of the story was good. The other half was boring. But I don't really care about the stories regardless in terms of Pokemon games. A big issue I have with Scarlet and Violet is there's nothing to do after you beat the game unless you're into competitive, which I'm not. So the game doesn't have lasting power in any way. It's also, there's just nothing to do. And the things you can do are just really poorly executed. How do you feel about Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon? I love Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I understand the hate it gets because, in my honest opinion, Sun and Moon should have, or Sun and Moon should have been what Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon is from the start. It was really lame of them to make essentially an unfinished game, and then a year later make a better version of that game. But for what we have, like all of Gen 7 I love. I think it's great. I think the Gen 7 era was the best time to be a Pokemon fan. We had pretty well made mainline games that were still fun, still exciting, and we also were just starting to get virtual console games too. And Bank being compatible with everything, that was a special time to be a Pokemon fan for mainline games. Ultra Moon is your first game. Yeah, so regular Moon was my first my first new Pokemon game when I got back into the series. I've always been into Pokemon when I was really young, but I didn't get into main series until Diamond Pearl. So my first mainline game was Pearl, and then my second mainline game was Ruby. So I had Gen 3 and 4. And then I got Platinum. Platinum was my last main series game until I ended up getting Alpha Sapphire. But then Sun and Moon came out, and those were the new games I got when I was back into the series. Just to be sure, when is Safari Week? I should make a random date on that. Be like, Safari Week is December 32nd of 2025. I should do that. That'd be wild. I think the thing on the layout has helped though. I only had one person ask, and then I jokingly told them about the layout, and they thought it was funny. So, I mean, last stream, I had 10 plus people ask me when Safari Week was, and it was a lot of the times it was immediately after I had just said, which I get that happens where it's I explain when Safari Week is because someone asks, and then as soon as I'm done explaining it, someone joins stream and then wants to know. But it was happening a lot yesterday. So I was like, alright, I gotta just put something on the layout for it. It comes with streaming answering the same question 40 times. And I don't mind repeating myself because I know it happens, but it was getting a bit excessive yesterday. If it was 10 times across the entirety of the stream, it would have been fine. But we're talking 10 times in 30 minutes, you know? It was like everyone that was joining was asking. There's a lot of times when I like repeat myself, and I don't mind it, but when that many people are asking in that short a period of time, it's like, all right, we gotta just make it easier for people to know. For me, Gen 6 was superior to Gen 7. To be fair, Gen 7 felt more finished game, but lost a lot of features that Gen 6 had. Then Ultra Moon pissed you off. Same price for almost the same game, just a few tweaks and a few new Pokemon. X, Y, and ORAS were completely different games within the same gen. Online was so much better in Gen 6. Gen 6 to Gen 7, I don't know if the online was better. I wouldn't know how, because it's like the same kind of servers and stuff. Like, it's the same thing. So I don't really have an opinion on that. I would assume they're roughly the same. In terms of, like, what do you mean by, like, features, though? I think, having played through almost the entire series recently for my Living Dex challenge, I think X and Y are just... they're just okay games. The only thing I, like, actively dislike about Gen 7 is just the sheer amount of, like, cutscenes and dialogue. But that's, like, true with literally any Pokemon game post-Gen 7, you know? Yeah, but, like, when it comes to features, I need examples, because I feel like every Pokemon game has its own features unique to, like, other ones. That's, like, what makes them different, so I don't know what you're referring to with that. But, I mean, like, I will agree in terms of, like, Gen 6. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and, like, what they did, and also them being compatible with X and Y, definitely well done. The issue with Gen 7 is that the remake was, like, so drastically different and on a different console. And then BDSP just dropped the ball when it comes to that stuff. It's a crime Game Freak doesn't let you skip cutscenes, repeat playthroughs for additional Pokemon. Yeah, they really need to. You have skip movies, and you can turn that on, and it skips, like, 2 scenes that are, like, a 10-second long scene, so it doesn't even matter, or, like, a 5-second scene, so it doesn't really matter anyway. The PSS is vastly superior than the Gen 7's online portal. Oh, like the... what's it called? The Festival Plaza? Festival Plaza was weird, but, like, you didn't really have to, like, do much with it. You just had to go to it. Yeah, it is kind of weird that you had to, like, go to it to, like, trade and stuff. Think you like Gen 7 better? It had bottle caps and a lot of other quality of life things. I definitely like Gen 7 more than Gen 6, but I do like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire more than X and Y, and having remakes and having additional games in a generation that are compatible with each other makes the generation feel more complete. Like, that's how it always had been until Gen 7. Like, Let's Go is, like, its own thing, disconnected from the other Gen 7 games. And then Gen 8 is a mess of a generation. Like, I still think it's, like, I know BDSP and Sword and Shield are vastly different games, but I still cannot stand the fact that you cannot just trade between the two games. You've been able to do that with, like, every other remake compared to the non-remakes of the same generations. It's annoying. It's just them, like, being lazy, not just, like, removing features. Still remember completing your Pokedex in blue, taking your Game Boy to an after-school club because one boy was trading his Tauros. You still have the original game card, thinking of framing it. Nice. Pretty sure the PSS and Festival Plaza both used friend codes. They were functionally the same, and you could get some neat items from the plaza, but it was a headache figuring out how to take advantage of that. Yeah, it was just a little more confusing, I will say. But it wasn't, like, bad. Pokepelago is ridiculous, though. Gen 7 is the best generation for, like, doing friendship evolutions and, just, like, farming, like, useful berries and stuff. Which shiny hunting method is my favorite? If we're talking just ways to obtain shinies, I'm a sucker for just random encounters. If we're talking, like, methods that increase your shiny rates, Dexnav was cool. I think Pokeradar is the most versatile. You can use it to get really easy shinies, but you can also use it to full odd shiny hunt. So I feel like I gotta go with, like, Pokeradar. Horde hunting's great, though. That doesn't increase your shiny rates, it's just a different way of, it's just you can encounter more Pokemon at once. Pelago EV training. I never even did EV training in Pelago, but just the berries alone was like made it so good. I have a video on my channel of me ranking my favorite shiny hunting methods in like a tier list. So I guess check that out. Now, I made that a while ago, so it doesn't have, like... I think it's up to Arceus. And I don't even think it's up to the massive mass outbreaks in Arceus. I think it's just regular outbreaks. One thing you never touched was Pelago egg hatching. Do you even... that's one of those things, do you even need to? Because egg hatching in Gen 7 is the, like, best it's ever been in the whole series. It is the fastest in the entire series. But let me explain, though. The entire process of collecting eggs and hatching them is the best in the series in Gen 7. Specifically Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon because of Roto Hatch Power. Because I know a lot of people like to come in... a lot of people like to come in there and be like, well, actually, it's fastest to hatch eggs in Scarlet and Violet. But gathering eggs is awful in Scarlet and Violet. Hatching them is fine. Gathering them is awful. Like, honestly, one of the worst ways to get eggs in the whole series. Probably the worst way to get eggs in the whole series. It made Masuda most bearable. The only thing that sucks about Masuda method is the, in Gen 7, is that weird quirk where it's like a predetermined what egg gets to be shiny. So weird. Like, if it was truly random, it'd be cooler, but... Not that it really makes a difference, but it is just, like, a weird thing to think about. I'm pretty sure it's only for Masuda method. I don't think it applies to, like, full odds or just straight shiny charm eggs. So you could just hunt Magikarp and then generate all those eggs without hatching them? Yeah. Yeah, you just like breed Magikarps, hatch them really fast, save periodically, figure out what egg is the one that's gonna give you the shiny, and then just like swap the Barents out. And then you get a shiny on that egg. It's so weird. Like, how does that even happen? It's almost like Emerald's broken RNG, but instead of frames, it's just like eggs you're gathering. There's just like shiny eggs. You just have to get to that point. Like, it's so weird. Code Gore? Guys, I'm not gonna even pretend to think I know anything about coding. Or game development. I got another 100. What did we start at today? What did we start at today on the Shiny Mew? I feel like we've been doing pretty well. Well, I gotta watch. Oh, 13,750 is what we started at. Which means we did 203. So we did almost 300, right? Because 200. Oh no, 200 would have been 950. 300 would have been 50. 400. Oh, okay, we're doing pretty much the same as we always do. There's something about seeing just like a whole nother like 100 after that like seemed like a lot. I should have slept till midday. Because this is not going to get rid of the intense sunlight. Oh wait, yeah, it will. I keep forgetting you can't get intense sunlight at night. That sounds like the dumbest statement ever, but like, you can get clear weather in Pokemon Go at night, you know? Also, I'm pretty sure you can get intense sunlight at night in like other Pokemon games. Like Sword and Shield, I think intense sunlight happens at night too. Yeah, intense moonlight, true. Sword and Shield did weather the best. It's such a shame that Sword and Shield was the first time they did weather in main series, like as like an overworld effect that affected like encounters and stuff. And it was done the best out of any other iteration. It's so sad. Having weather be random with like no way to control it really without like like you can pseudo control it, but it's still just like completely random what you get. It's so frustrating. Being able to just have it be based on the date is so good. Sword and Shield weather definitely made the most sense. Not only did it make the most sense, it was just the most convenient. And then like at least in Legends you can like control day and night like really easily by just sleeping for so long. Scarlet and Violet, you have to like close your game out and change the time to like a weird value just to like get it to be the opposite time of day. And the weather's Scarlet and Violet's weather's so rough too. It's like literally weather effects could last anywhere from like 30 seconds to like 20 minutes. It's so weird. If they were like consistently like 10 minutes long, it'd be like awesome. Be like, we know what's going on. Or like have it be like a range from like 5 to 15 minutes. Or maybe not 15, just like 5 to 10 minutes. I feel like no weather needs to be like ridiculously long. Unless it's just based on the date like it is in Sword and Shield. It's crazy. I always look back and think like that like I had a gradual hatred towards Scarlet and Violet, but then when I'm like thinking about it, it's like, no, I pretty much never liked it. My most enjoyment playing Scarlet and Violet was just the initial playthrough, like not knowing anything really. And like discovering it for myself. But like, I mean, literally like a month after the game came out, I started the Mark challenge. And I was still like dogging on that game. Because of like the weather effects, because like the raids were so buggy. So I always hated it. I don't know, it just became more prominent, I guess. It does feel good to not have played it in a while, and I'm glad that, like, as much as I think it's a little, like, kind of lame that they keep doing all these events for like every single personality mark, making them like not rare at all, which kind of ruins the point of it. I am glad that they're finally doing the one mark I need, and I can just get it done and be done with that game. And then really only use that game for like ribbons or stuff that you can only get from that game, you know? Because like even my most hated Pokemon games, there's still like some very oddly specific reason you may want to go back to it for something. I'll just be glad that that will be the reason why I go back to it, and not, oh, I gotta do this one thing that I set a goal for and we've been doing it forever. So it feels good, like, having it be like that. Alright, I'm getting a call, hold on. Alright. I need to charge my Game Boy. It's on red light, and I don't think it's gonna last 30 minutes. I'm so... Okay, so I've been, like, playing my Game Boy at night to, like... I've been working on a Living Dex in Gen 3 in my main Fire Red. And as of right now, I'm pretty sure I'm only missing Celebi, which I'll probably do the Pomeg Berry glitch for, just because I'm not buying the Japanese Coliseum bonus disc. And, so I'm missing, what, Celebi, Lileep, Cradily, Latias, Beldum, and Matang. So I'm currently playing through my Ruby version a second time, because I had to play through it to get the Regis and, like, what else did I get? Oh, Latios. I had to catch Latios, so I had to, like, beat the whole game. And then, so I did that, I got Latios, and then I'm playing through it again to get Lileep. So I've been playing it at night, and I always forget that I should charge my Game Boy if I'm gonna stream. I'm getting another call. What the heck? Alright, I'm back. For the last time. That was very coincidental. I, for the record, rarely get calls. That was very weird. You wonder if you can get a mana fee in Platinum? You should be able to if you have a copy of Ranger that doesn't have the mana fee taken off of. Or I think you can use... I want to say you can use the DNS exploit. I'm not 100% sure if a mana fee egg is one of those events. What if I got a shiny Mew? It's gotta happen soon. I'm gonna do that stupid painting thing. I'm gonna grind that out. I'm gonna make it 100% random. I'm never gonna worry about this ever again. And then I'm just gonna get it in 3,000 more encounters and we're gonna be done. We're gonna get it before 18k. That's the goal. Maybe I won't stream tomorrow. Maybe instead of streaming tomorrow, I try to set up the painting thing. You know, that being said, I did just make a new battle video and there's no way I would like be hitting the same frames 2 streams in a row. So like we'd be getting unique frames anyway if I were to just stream tomorrow. But I do want to stream Friday for the Mark thing. I think Diamond and Pearl has Mana Fee DNS. I wouldn't know. I feel like I got a Mana Fee egg at one point from the DNS exploit. I don't know what game it was from. You can... I don't know what you're censoring. DNS exploit the other 2 Ranger games, but even with that still only works if someone hasn't used a specific card to get the egg before. You can use the others. Oh, is it like an actual, like... On the other 2 Ranger games, is it like an actual, like, event thing? Because on the original Ranger, you put just, like, a universal code that doesn't expire in. Like, it's, like, not an online thing. Currently using DNS in Platinum, yeah, like, and it's hard for me to recommend using the DNS for something very specific like that, because it could take a while to, like, get it. I mean, like, for my Gen 4 Living Dex video, I don't know if I said this, but I did, like, the DNS exploit months before I did that Gen 4 video, and it took me a very long time to get, like, the member card and Oak's Letter, like, ×2 on both games, and, like, or just I just needed Oak's Letter ×2, but, like, it took a while to get that. And it was, like, way before I even, like, did the Gen 4 Living Dex. I just had to, like, do that ahead of time. It was a timed event on the other 2 games, still limited to 1 card, even if that's wild. That's wild that it's, like, a limited time event, but it was still limited to 1 per cartridge, as opposed to 1 per save file. You followed a few days ago after finally looking up your Twitch, been trying to get Kanto shinies for your home shiny Living Dex, so your Let's Go videos have been a blast. Nice. If I get Mew soon, I do plan to go for, like, do some Let's Go on stream. There's just like this Mew hunt and then the Dratini hunt. I want to just get done before Safari Week. But I did start a combo on Let's Go for Slowpoke to get the Slowbro. I don't remember how far in I am. It's on this Switch. Oh, what? Okay, I guess I don't have a combo going for Let's Go because apparently my Switch reset. Why did this happen? Well, that sucks. I don't think I was super far in it. I think I was only like 50 or so in. But why did that happen? What? I've never had that happen. Unless, I wonder if it's like auto updates is on and it like auto did a system update. Which is wild. Because I don't think that ever happened on my original Switch and I had auto up. Check that out. Because that's kind of an issue. Maybe internet. It says not connected to internet. So that's not it. Software. Language. Where's the auto update software is off. Okay. Why did this reset? It's not dead. It's at 74%. It's at 74% battery, so it didn't die. And it was docked. I don't know why it's at 74%. It was docked. That's really weird. That's annoying. So I haven't started a Let's Go combo yet, apparently. Good thing I didn't, like, get anything important on that and not save, because that would have been devastating. I've never seen that happen. You already have a member card, Arceus and 1 Oak's letter. See, like, sometimes you just get lucky, but a lot of times you'll just get the same, like, Raikou Entei Suicune event 50 times over, and it's just, like, annoying. The Switch H cast combos. Surge from lightning, maybe restart. No, because my power, like, hasn't gone out, and even if the power went out, it would have, the Switch would have just turned on and then locked itself. It wouldn't have, like, full restarted the Switch. I've never seen that happen before. Nidorans have been being buttheads for you, sadly. In the Safari Zone, or... Oh, no. You're Let's Go. In Let's Go. The Nidoran... Was it Nidorina? No, it was Nidorino. Nidorino was, like... It took me a while. I got, like, a bunch of Nidorinas trying to get Nidorino. So, the Nidoran female line was fine. The Nidoran male line was a chore. That was before I knew how the catch combo method worked, though. Yeah, I'm currently on Slowpoke in Let's Go. What was that? Okay. I'm going to the Let's Go layout. So it says I have seen 146 Slowpokes. That wasn't the combo. That's kind of a lot, though. Dude, maybe I was like 100 on the combo, which would be pretty bad if that's the case. I want to say it was like 50 to 70 was the combo. That sucks. I gotta be mindful of that, I guess. Do you know what's gonna happen, guys? I'm gonna set up this painting thing on both games, then start shiny hunting Mew and get it like within like 2,000 of doing that, and then I'm gonna only ever want to do the painting thing every time for shiny hunting and Emerald moving forward, and it's gonna ruin me. I'm gonna be like, Safari Zone in the Emerald, gotta save in front of the painting. I just know that's gonna happen. I'm gonna get shiny Mew like super fast after setting up this painting thing. Try getting Nidoran male and you got Nidorina, so now you're trying to get Nidoran female to finish that up. Take a break. Pogetti, thank you for the follow. Thank you for putting a smile on Thanos' face. I do appreciate it. Took a break to get Weedle and got all 3 super fast. Nidorans are the only mons being mean to you so far. Yeah. I'll be converted to painting. I know, I'm gonna be like the biggest advocate of paintings in Pokemon. I'll be like, guys, let me tell you about this painting thing. It's a lifesaver. I mean, once you guys told me yesterday that it's essentially just fixed RNG, you just have to, you know, you gotta interact with the painting every time you want to start a hunt, you know? Obviously, that's not, like, a good fix for reset hunt. Question, though. Would that not still technically be, like, a better way to do soft resets? Assuming it's, like, easy to get to the Pokemon you're soft resetting for. Like, I'm talking, like, Beldum. Because, like, in my opinion, like, I saw Sonic's soft reset for Beldum, and I'm just like, I can't imagine doing that in Emerald. But, like, wouldn't it technically not be that bad if you just started in front of the painting, flew to Moss Deep, grabbed the Beldum every time? I feel like it could be a better solution for soft resets for certain hunts. Obviously, it's not going to really be worth it for really any legendary, because it's just going to be slower than just doing... But it would still be cool to do before doing runaways for the legendaries, you know? Just hit that painting, then do runaways. But, like, you know, like, you ain't going to be doing, like, the Johto stuff. With the I don't even know, man. I've never even gotten the Johto starters in Emerald. I've never done that before. I'm gonna be, like, thinking about this for a while. And really, like, trying to figure out if the painting is, like, the best solution to everything when it comes to shiny hunting in Emerald, even though that's probably just not really true. It's a good question. Spamming A only gets you, like, 15 unique Pokemon when you SR. Yeah, like you have to, like... If I'm remembering correctly, unless it's the Hoenn starters you're doing at the beginning, so we're just going to disregard those. But the way you do soft resets in Emerald or Ruby Sapphire with a dead battery is, like, you essentially... save in front of, let's say, we're just do Beldum as an example. You save in front of the Beldum, you pick it up, not shiny. You reset your game, you do it, you open it up, you do it like around 50 or so times, I think, like normal resets. But like once after you're past like the 10th reset, you have to kind of like intentionally take a little longer to like pick up the Beldum, you know? Because you don't want to be like hitting the same couple frames by like hitting it consistently. So you want to like intentionally like slow down. So like that alone is like slower resets. But then after like 50 resets, you then go and then record a battle video and then play the battle video before you, after, like, you have to play the battle video after every reset. Do the same, like, 50 thing, but this time you're playing the battle video after, like, every time you load the game up. And then after 50 more, you record another battle video. Like, that just sounds ridiculously tedious. So would it not be better to just start in front of a painting, hit A on a painting, fly to Beldum, and then get... Like, it would still be long. It would still be ridiculous. As opposed to just fixing your battery in Ruby Sapphire and then doing regular resets, you know? But, like, would it not be better than having to load up that battle video every time and then go do a battle at the battle tower and record the video every 50 resets or so, and then make sure you're intentionally not picking the Beldum up at the same time? I don't know, man. It's probably better for some of the hunt and then worse for some of the hunt. Because, like, obviously the first 50 resets for Beldum is probably going to be, like, the fastest. But once you start incorporating that battle video, I feel like the painting might be a better option. I don't know, man. I think a self-destruct battle video would probably be faster than painting, but not much faster. The issue with, when I record battle videos is that I don't have, like, a dedicated team to make them easier. It's just, like, I don't know. The idea of having to go to Battle Tower, register 3 Pokemon to do a battle, and then throw a battle, and then record the battle, and then go back to where you were before, just seems like a lot. But I don't know. I could just be overthinking it. I want to say, like, realistically, the painting is probably better for some of the hunts. And then for some of the hunt, the battle video method's probably better. Alright, let me do something really quick. I didn't get a distortion, did I? We're gonna close this. I'm gonna get to... Well, you guys can't see it, but I'm gonna get to 11,100 on Bidoof, and then I'm gonna call it. Because I just got to 14,200, but it's gonna take me too long to get to like any like solid number. I'm very confused as to why that switch just randomly shut off and was at 74%. I'm like a little concerned about that. One. I don't know. That might take too long. It's single encounters, man. No, it's probably fine. We'll see. We'll see. Low-key, if I go to 1111, I probably will just go to 14,250 on Mew. Like, I honestly might hit that before hitting 1111 on Bidoof. Nah, I'm gonna just get to 11,100. We're gonna be going down a rabbit hole if we keep going. Single hunts are quite slow, yeah. It's like, it doesn't take a while to get through an encounter on this, but it's just like, to get an additional, like, 20 encounters when I was only gonna do, like, 10, was just like, you know, to do an additional, like, 11 to 15 encounters does add up a little bit. And I gotta go somewhere, and I don't wanna, like, go super late. I haven't said where I'm going, but I found a pretty cool listing for, like, old Pokemon cards. Old and new Pokemon cards on Facebook Marketplace. And it's like it's like a 45-ish minute drive. So I don't want to, like, go super late. So I gotta, like, get going for that. But it's pretty cool. There's some cards that are just, like, old school cards. Nothing, like, super crazy. There's one card that's kind of crazy, but I don't know if it's in, like, insane condition, so we'll see. But it's really cheap for that card anyway. From what I've seen. But, alright, I got to 11,001. Hey, we ended at a round number on Mew anyway, so I'm gonna end it here. That's gonna be it for the stream. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Not sure if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. We'll see. I kind of want to try to do the painting thing on this just to make myself feel better about hunting this Mew and going over 14,000 for it. But we'll see. But I will see